Hey guys, this is Brad, and welcome back to the Wealth Motivation channel. And yes, we're gonna get wealthy. We're gonna get motivated. And guess what? Then you're gonna make it rain eventually. Anyway, topic for today, and I was actually thinking about this earlier on, is, and some guys think about this, some guys don't. I'm one of those guys who does think about this. But choosing a girl for your future success. So, what I mean by that is, and I'm not trying to knock women or anything like that, but this is truly a fear that I think that guys and even some women have. And that's, hey, you reach all this success, you get all the money and all the assets and everything that you could ever dream of, and then all of a sudden your spouse is like, hey, I don't love you anymore, I want a divorce, and I want half if not more of your shit. And you're like, anyway, a little bit dramatic, but you get the point. And so I have been thinking about this, and I've been thinking about this a lot, because I'm just sitting here thinking I have numbers in my head for what I want my net worth to be, when I'm 30, when I'm 40, when I'm 50, when I'm 60. And I'm just sitting here thinking, if I reach those numbers and for some odd reason my future spouse decides to peace out, that's half that shit. Fuck. And so, for me, my thought is, I spend all this time, I bust my butt to build this empire and do all this other stuff. I mean, I do everything that I can to create the net worth and the networking and everything that I can to grow my future companies, my current companies, my assets, and all of a sudden I marry somebody and they're like, hey, I'm entitled to half your crap. So I get half your stocks, half your cryptocurrencies, half your real estate. I get half of everything. And to me, that is kind of BS. Because I'm like, yeah, you married me, but that doesn't give you an automatic right to my stuff. So, and you hear of like marriages crashing down in flames where the girl, just like, I'm leaving you and I'm taking half, if not more, of your stuff, and I'm, marrying your best friend, and not good. So, and I mean, you hear those horror stories, and I don't know what the percentage of those are. And I think the divorce rate, I think currently in America, sorry, it's a little late, a little bit tired. But anyway, the divorce rate, I think, is, let's just call it 50%. So if 50% of all marriages fail, then some people are like, oh, well, what's the point? Why would I get married? It's just like, ah. Just like, ah. So, I don't know. That's the one thing that I've been struggling with. And so, like, for me, like many other people, I want to find the, what people like to call the right person that you'll spend the rest of your life with. And in my mind, I have always tried to have the attitude, stuff happens, or shit happens. Sorry for the cussing. Some of you don't like foul language. I mean, to me, that's not foul language, but yeah. Anyway, I mean, I try to have the understanding attitude that, hey, stuff happens. You know, you might think, hey, we're in love and all this other stuff. And I mean, I pray that it never happens. But I understand that stuff happens. And so for me though, it's just like, is it really worth the gamble of me losing 50% of my stuff? And for me currently, and I can say this with full confidence, there is only one girl. There is only one girl that I've known in my life that if I married her, I wouldn't even think about a prenup. Like, the thought would never even cross my brain, because that's how much I trust her, and that's how much I care about her. But more than likely, me and her will never be a thing. So anyway, that's still look into my life. But aside from that fact, like I say, I've only had one girl that I would ever trust right at this moment with the net worth and the assets and stuff that I would and will acquire. And I don't know, it's just a very weird thing for me to think, okay, let me give you some scenarios. Like, let's say, for example, I get 10,000 units in apartment complexes. You have average rent of $1,000 per unit, and let's say a perfect world, all of them are full and they're all paid off. That is the equivalent of 120 million per year. Let me say that again. 120 million per year. Now, that is just 10,000 units of apartment complexes. That is just real estate. That does not include stocks, options. That doesn't include cryptocurrencies. That doesn't include businesses. It doesn't include possible licensing agreements. Like, it doesn't include other business ventures whatsoever. And I'm supposed to trust another person that we're going to sign a marriage license and all this other stuff, and we're going to live happily ever after, and I'm not going to lose, I don't know, 5,000 or 6,000 of those units in a divorce. And then that leads us to the next subject. I've talked to many people about this fear, and they're like, well, sign a prenup. And I'm just like, so show me a woman that will willingly sign a prenup, because I don't know too many. And I don't know. For me, it's just like, I get signing a prenup, like honestly, if a girl brought assets into a relationship, I would sign a prenup, and it's just like, I don't know. Like, I don't have an issue signing a prenup whatsoever. Like, I honestly don't. But, I don't know. Some women understand it, some don't. But in today's day and age, people think, oh, we're going to be together forever. We're never going to get divorced. And I've seen people, like people that I knew in high school, people that I knew in college, they got married And literally, they were divorced within 2 years. Now, granted, I don't know the extent of those circumstances, but like they truly seemed like, hey, these are happy couples. Like that's the way they have seemed. And I'm just sitting here like, oh crap. They really seemed happy. Shoot. But I mean, people can put on an image and it can be absolute hell in the other scenes. Like, you don't truly know what's going on at home. But I mean, for me, I'm just very much I'm very much right on the fence. I mean, I'm literally just sitting on the fence, just like, I don't know which way I want to fall. And so, yeah. I don't know. There's many different alternatives, and it's just like, oh, you can just be, live-in lovers or whatever you want to call it. It's just like, hey, you can just be boyfriend and girlfriend forever. And for me, that's just like, okay, I get that, but at the same time, I don't know. It's just a very interesting topic to me. And I honestly just don't know. I don't think there's a right or wrong answer to this. But there's also a massive gray area. Because the girls will be like, you don't trust me, you don't truly love me. I mean, there's so much drama that this can stir up. And it's truly pathetic, and it's just like, sorry, I'm trying to protect my assets. And I mean, if I'm the main breadwinner and they're not working, I'll tell them, hey, you'll be taken care of. You're not getting half my shit, but you'll be taken care of. And if, God forbid we have children. And if there's kids in the picture, the kids will be taken care of. Their college will be taken care of. Everything will be taken care of. So, I don't know. For me, it's just a massive gray area. And it's just like, should you ask your future spouse to sign a prenup? Should you not? Will that affect your relationship? Like, I don't know. I try and look at it from all different angles. And a lot of women, I've talked to a few different girls about this, and I said, hey, if your future spouse asked you to sign a prenup to protect themselves with their future assets and all that stuff, and several girls were like, well, they're expecting the relationship to fail then. It's like, or they're protecting themselves and they're thinking logically, not with their emotions. But I digest, or digress, however you want to say it. I don't give a crap, so I just say I digest. Correct my grammar all you want, I don't care. Anyway, but yeah, so that's just my thought. So, and then we'll have another video on gold diggers. That'll be a fun video. But on this one, it was just, hey, what do you think about women and creating wealth? And my final thought will be, truly do think about the person you're marrying. Don't just be like, hey, I knew them for 3 months and we're getting married. Date them for a while. Figure out what they like, what they don't like. Figure out if they have a work ethic. Figure out if they have a plan for themselves. All this other stuff. Get to know the person truly. That is my advice. And, yeah. And if you do end up with the net worth, and they do sign a prenup, and for some odd reason, you guys get divorced, like, let's give an example. You have a net worth of $100 million, don't give her half. Like, frankly, just don't. To me, that's stupid and irresponsible. Here's what I would say. Give her the option of 10 million in assets or 5 million cash. But set her, when you give her the 5 million cash, set her up with a financial advisor to help her invest in real estate, stocks, options, cryptocurrencies, so she can create her own wealth. And then if she does the assets, she'll also still get a manager, but it's just the assets. She's not getting any cash. The cash that she gets is after everything is finalized. The next month after everything is finalized, that is when she can start dipping into the cash revenue that those assets are bringing in. And then she can start creating her other assets. And then she'll have a financial advisor, accountants, and so on. Like, she'll have advice. So, like I said, guys, those are my thoughts. And let me know. Comment below. Subscribe, like. Let me know what you want me to talk about. I can keep throwing videos up. I can keep doing many different things. So please, I'm asking for your guys' advice and help. Let me know what you think I should talk about. Anyway, stay motivated, get wealthy. Take it easy, guys. Have a good week. More videos will be posted throughout the week.